Good evening. Do we have any wrestling fans in the building? What's up, Antidale? What's up, Castro? A few minutes away from starting. Championship match will be held tonight. All right, good evening once again. I think it's about time we get this night of wrestling started. There is going to be a championship match. There's going to be an odd, perhaps unlikely tag team pairing. This is going to be the introduction of a new wrestler and the return of the Evil Wall Challenge. All that is in store for us tonight. Let's get this show started. Let's take a look at tonight's card. Hope you're having a great Tuesday, Summer Tuesday. See you on the other side. Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling. So glad you're here tonight. Korg's here. FFPW. What's up, Xenocat? Good to see you. Take a look at tonight's card. We're going to pretend that we're running the moon bottom up. Let's start at the bottom. That's what we know. If you were here last week, you saw Valvalis earn herself a championship shot against her mentor, Rubicante, who's been the champ for basically half a year, mainly because FFPW's been on hiatus, but he hasn't really been challenged yet. This is his first meaningful challenge as champion. We'll see if he can live up to it. We'll see if Valvalis and Rubicante maintain their strong working relationship. I can't imagine this match would dissolve the elements themselves, which is perhaps a chemistry joke unintended, but we will see what happens tonight. Rubicante has grumbled a bit this week. He's not too happy. While he does wish his protege Valvalis well, maybe not so well that she takes the title off of him. The font makes the K's look like H's. Kainazzo, Harry, and Hain, yes. There will be an Evil Wall challenge. I'll explain to you. I don't know who's going to face the Evil Wall yet. We'll explain when we get to that match about how that's going to be determined. Then going up from there, there's our unlikely tag team pairing tonight. Ryda offered to be, speaking of Rubicante mentoring Valvalis, to perhaps take Mindy Magus under her wing before the rest of the Magus sisters arrive in the Federation, as Mindy has been threatening. And Ryda maybe thinks she can steer Mindy down the path of righteousness. We'll see how well that works. They're going to take on Kainazzo and Miglione, Mylon Z, in a tag match tonight. We'll see if Ryda and Mindy make a good pairing. And again, if Mindy is perhaps swayed to be more of a hero than a villain. We have Clobber Dwarf stepping in tonight. We saw Jobber last week, I believe. Clobber Dwarf is in tonight. He's going to face a brand new wrestler who is hoping for a nice, easy entry into the league. But those of you who watched before the hiatus, you may recall that DKC also thought he was going to have a nice, easy entry into the league against Jobber Dwarf, and that was not the case. JD getting the win way back when. We'll see how well Clobber Dwarf fares against this new wrestler. Then we have a non-title tag match. So Edge and Eddie are our tag champions, but the title's not on the line. They'll face the new tag team of Epee Girl, EG, and Kary, or Harry, if the font looks too much like an H to you. And here is where our Evil Wall Challenge comes in. Whichever team loses, the commissioner will flip a coin, and one member from that team will face the Evil Wall. So we're either going to see Edge or Eddie face the Evil Wall for the second time, or we will see Epee Girl or Kary face Evil Wall for the first time in the Evil Wall Challenge. I have an updated leaderboard that I'll put up on the screen before we do that, so you can remember how everyone has fared and how all that went, and we can kind of compare the times to whoever faces the wall tonight. But the first match that we're about to get going is Sid versus Kain. Sid last week faced off against Yang, and remember the stipulation last week was whoever won would make their way to a Royal Rumble with the possibility of earning that title shot. Yang defeated Sid. Sid is a competitor. Sid is thought to be perhaps a future title contender, but he's come up short a few different times. So he is continuing to test his mettle against his friends in the Heroes division of the FFPW. So he's invited Kain for a friendly competitive match to lead us off tonight. So let's get their entrances started. And then, of course, if you're present, you can wager some waves. Speaking of wagering waves, in that match last week where Sid went up against Yang, there was a heavy wager place. I'm sure if you're here and you witnessed that, you remember what happened. An ardent fan, let's say, lost 100,000 synth waves, 100,000 channel points on the one wager going all in on Sid when Yang was victorious. I don't recommend anyone try that tonight, but if you want to live like that person, I have created a new channel reward, which you're welcome to peruse at your leisure and decide if that's for you or not. But let's get the night started. Let's see how this first match goes down. Let me know if any sound balance issues are present. But here we go. Sid, always confident, striding down the ramp to the ring. Looking for a better showing, this week than he had last week against Yang. Thousands of Dwarven fans in attendance. Ooga right back at Sid. Kain, his friend, also coming to the ring with his mysterious music playing in the background. We'll see if Kain stoops to the level of using his brainwash technique, which he did learn at the hands of Golbez. Staring into middle distance, perhaps remembering that time. Let's pause this right before they start. Let's see if you'd like to wager some waves here. Let's start up a new prediction. So who do we have? Wow. Still has the prediction from the Battle Royal last week, so I have to delete a whole bunch of entries. We've got a Sid. We've got a Kain. You've got 1 minute to make your wager. Because it's time to wager your waves. Asuka, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Eddie will be in action tonight with his partner Edge. It might be the next match. I forgot. It's coming up. Cat pledging their allegiance to either Kain or Hain. Looks like an H from here. I think he went for the H. Early wagering favoring Sid, 5-1. No one yet has wagered 100,000, as number one fan himself did. Very wise on your behalf. I'm going to start the match as your final seconds tick away. Let's see how Kain and Sid do here tonight. King Giat, our referee here in the Dwarven Arena, deep underground, in a giant excavated cavern. Couple big fists to start from Sid. Kain puts him down, but Sid pops right back up and then resists getting thrown into the ropes. Those big engineering forearms catching. Nice block there by Kain. Don't want to take that right hook. This time, Kain able to get the bounce from Sid. Gives a big boot to the face. Goes for the cover just to kind of see what's up. Not even a 1 count. Sid in the corner but escapes. Snapmares Kain down to the mat. Drags him towards the middle. And a big powerful knee hit. And already 2 minutes in, Sid just hoisting Kain up, letting him sit there for a while. The blood rushing to his head. Looks like Sid wants to follow him out. Kain not interested in taking this one out of the ring. Nice hip toss by Sid. And another knee on knee. Kain does like making use of his legs in several of his moves, so... And there is a spear. Not his finisher spear, but a spear into a impressive top rope move. I think that's our Dragoon Stomp, one of Kain's specialties. Full flip in the air, landing with both feet on Sid's back, and now they enter a striking contest. Kind of a tie. Sid gets up first. Oh, and he's doing it again. His maneuver, just letting Kain think about it before dropping him back down. Luckily for Kain, he stays in the ring this time. And Sid has earned himself a 2 count. Sid definitely with the advantage here early on. Kain trying to equalize, putting Sid in the corner. Gonna try another spear? He tries! Sid moves out of the way. Kain spears the turnbuckle. Sid tries to take advantage, just a 1 count. Big red boot in Kain's face.
5 minutes gone.
Kain gets off the combination. Kain waiting on the apron for Sid to get up. He's going to springboard in. He does, and Sid dodges. That's 2 mistakes by Kain here. Speared himself into the turnbuckle and caught air on that dive, but does catch Sid in a roll-up for a 2 count. Surprise rolling pin attempt into a DDT. And then runs up the turnbuckle, comes flying back with an elbow. All the damage to his legs, not doing it. Kain on a bit of a comeback here, recovering some of the momentum that Sid had developed. And able to resist that delayed brainbuster. Kain is feeling it. He calls for the finish. He often calls for the finish much too soon. We'll see if that's the case now. Interesting choice there, just letting Sid run into a very low kick. And that is a more devastating move, the baseball slide into the noggin of our engineer. There's a reversal by Sid, and someone's coming out. Oh, the scoundrel. This is fake Dark Knight Cecil. No one knows this person's deal. We know he's not the real Dark Knight. However, that is Sid's finisher, the Enterprise Bomb. It's a 2.9 count. Fake DKC. Who are you in for? Fake DKC is in for Kain. Edge is coming out to equalize. That's a light bulb being smashed over Sid. And now a kendo stick. Fake DKC. Sid and Edge. Edge comes out on behalf of Sid. Fake DKC is here for Kain. This is a very confusing set of run-ins. fake DKC delivering the real DKC's dramatic Dragon Screw takedown. An impressive spinning Larry. Sid is taking advantage of this here. The crowd is electrified. Hip tossing the fake DKC while Kain punches Edge. Edge to the top. Body splash connects on the back of Kain. Sid went for the spinning lariat. Edge's grapple attempt kind of blocked it. All right, both of our hearing some jeering as our two interrupting wrestlers leave the arena. Kain manages another baseball slide. Now the spinning STO. Going for a pin attempt. This could be it. Sid, I think, took some sneaky damage there, and there it is. Kain indeed gets the finish. Sid, 2 weeks in a row, challenged his friends to matches. 2 weeks in a row he has lost. Amazing. Good evening, Moleboy. So good to see you. Moleboy, the creator of Sid's visual appearance. 2 weeks in a row here, Moleboy. Sid has taken the L. Let's pay off the prediction. 70%, not quite as dramatic as last week with Elvin's bet, but 70% of the waves are on Sid, but it is Kain who is victorious. Congratulations to our winner or winners. Not sure how many people put the waves down on Kain. The twisting complete shot. I'm sure Kain has a different name for it. Not sure if I know it. Yeah, interesting finish there, Castro. I would have liked to have seen that one without the run-ins, perhaps, to see what would have happened, especially with fake DKC, the imposter. Asuka and Xenocat with their Kain signs out. You can make the argument that Sid indeed was robbed. Let's go back to our cards, see who's up next. All right, up next, we do have our tag champions, Edge and the Bard Edward. Non-title match. Epee Girl and Kary just introduced last week. They have not yet earned a shot, but they do want to test themselves against the champs. And the champs were initially not interested because for that very reason. You know, they have not proven themselves yet. However, they demanded a stipulation. And the stipulation was simply this. Whoever loses this match, there will be a coin flip. And one of the losers will face the Evil Wall later tonight. I'm personally rooting to see someone new against the Evil Wall. But if Epee Girl and Kary can pull off the upset, then they will send Edge or Eddie back to face Evil Wall for a second time. So I'm going to go set that match up. You start thinking about who your synth waves are going to be on for this one. Our champs or the newcomers. I'll check back in with you in a moment. I don't know if there's going to be any Freebird here tonight, Psychonaut, but let's get this next match started. You will hear the strains of Atomic Karate, Edge's theme song, as he and his tag championship partner come to the ring. I think we'll see Epee Girl and Kary first, however. Let's get this one going. That's quick. You must have brought a marker and some oak tag. There they are. Rumored that they are long-lost twin sisters. One still makes her home in Tower of Zot. That would be Epee girl in red. Kary, of course, is friends with the Warlock on the moon, but they are now a new duo. We'll see how often they seek out solo matches. But here they come, your tag champions, wearing their belts, the Twin Harp tag title belts. Eager to go. Oh, I'm seeing it now. The new emotes coming through in chat. The tag champs emotes. Very good. With moves like these, with a sword like that, how could they not be the champs? It's time to see how confident you are in our champs. Get this prediction up. So, EG and Kary, or EDGE and Eddie. That's one way to kind of make that symmetrical. Wager those waves. The Imp team. That could be fun. There will be one debut wrestler tonight, and I'll throw a little hint your way. One debut wrestler, and that wrestler's manager. That's a few minutes away, though. About 4-1 currently in favor of the champs. That kind of makes sense. Perhaps the upset could net someone some extra synth waves. That's your deal. You're saving up for that brand new channel reward, which really does nothing. All right, got about 10 seconds left. We're going to start this matchup. Let's see how the newcomers do against the champs. Perhaps showing their inexperience. Epee girl kind of shouting, going for the high kick. Edge dodges and lands a drop kick immediately. There she goes again, Edge ducking it. But nice little sneaky escape from that vertical suplex position. And a pair of knees to Edge's midsection. Going for the cover. She's on the right side of the ring. I'm surprised they even got a 1 count. Tag champs showing their teamwork. Getting a few shots in as both of them were in the ring at the same time. This time it's Eddie who misses the high kick. It's like Epee girl wanted to run there, but Eddie popped up. Chop to the Bard's face. Eddie lands a rabbit punch and then lands that axe kick. As Kary laughs in the background. This is one of Eddie's specialties. This is his harp string stretch. He has won matches with this, going for it early. Trying to wear down EG as she tags in Kary. Kary hanging back for a moment. Wow. A 4-knee combo. Right out of the gate. Into, looks like a knee lock. Kary doing some damage here, causing Eddie to seek out Edge, and Kary avoids the double team. Kary definitely having more luck than EG did. See how long she decides to stay in the ring. Entering a strike contest with Edge. Epee girl trying to get the crowd going. This dwarven crowd not responding. I don't think they know her well enough. Hard to get the crowd going in your favor when you're against the popular champs. Again, non-title match tonight, but there is an important stipulation. One of these 4 folks that you see in the ring, not Mr. Giat, not our ref King Giat, but one of these 4 wrestlers will face Evil Wall a few matches from now. No one has yet beaten the Evil Wall one-on-one, and we'll take a look at the leaderboard when that match happens. As Kary shows her agility, avoiding getting stuck in the corner for a moment, but then Edge puts her back. But Kary definitely getting her licks in here. interesting call by Edge, leaving Kary in her corner, going all the way back to get Edge. Those of you who have watched Edge might have seen for a split second, Edge was tensing up to jump for his jumping cutter. This time it got broken up before he even attempted it, as we have another harp string stretch by Eddie. Eddie and Kary in a kick contest. I'm sorry, EG. Eddie and EG in a kick contest. They look so similar. It's easy to get them confused. Eddie does not want to stay in the ring too long. And this time the double team maneuver works out. Double team powerbomb. Eddie loves it. Edge to the top rope. Flying elbow into the midsection of EG. She's not getting up. Elbow to the face. Edge just kind of prancing there, waiting for her to get up. And then slams her down to the mat. Back up to the top. That is an Edge specialty. And MX into a pin. This could be it early. He's in the right part of the ring. Eddie's there to guard the pin. A 2.9 as Kary throws Eddie down to the mat. Near fall there. EG on the run. Split knee drop. Escapes from Edge with a high kick. That was super close. You don't see that move from Edge too often. It's like a jumping from the top rope face crusher. Devastating when it happens. Looks like we're going back into the stretch. Not his finisher. He's got the harp song finisher, but Eddie definitely kind of being tactical here, trying to weaken these two ladies for their eventual finish. But another 4-knee combo. Eddie's taking a couple of those, and that kind of completes the combo. That was not a knee shot. Back-to-back non-shots to the knee. Or shots to the non-knee. A little bit of poor communication as Edge attempts the top rope maneuver. Eddie picking Kary up. Edge is okay with it, though. He's still cheering on his teammate. I squinted, Psycho. I can't read it. Eddie with a quick knee to the midsection just to allow the pin. Does his walk-up enziguri. Edge is feeling the finger guns. Edge climbing the top rope from a long distance. Lands the elbow. But we might see a double team corner maneuver, but no, instead Edge delivering the drop kick to the upside down knees. This, I believe this is Kary's finisher. She's in the wrong part of the ring. She's showing her inexperience. Wrong part of the ring, in the ropes. She landed a big move, but could not follow up in any meaningful way. Edge is going deep into enemy territory, and Kary escapes. Kary's on the run. I think that was just a full-on body tackle. EG cackles. Cackling for the tackling. Double drop kick. Pin after the shot to the groin. Just a 2 count as Eddie comes in, celebrates the fact he could break up the pin. Very proud of himself, as he should be. Spinning high kick delivered to the back of Edge's head. I was going to suspect it's about time we see the Bard again. Edge has been taking a lot of damage. Ooh, the reverse. Into, oh, not the legal wrestler. Kind of a Cobra sleeper hold. Something like that. Is Eddie just playing around now? Or is he actually scared of this team? I think he's overconfident. Hope it does not cost him here. Kary posing on the outside. Specialty move by EG. Eddie is dizzy. Took a combination. This is bad news. He is on the wrong side of the ring, taking a lot of damage. And he knows that he's trying to escape into a striking contest. Maybe he can get out of it this way. Dismissing EG, and it worked. And they're able to land another double team powerbomb. Edge right to the top rope in front of Kary. Flying body splash for the cover. Not in the right part of the ring. Maybe just an excuse to get Eddie back in. As as he slams EG down. Goes for the backslide attempt. This isn't the right side of the ring. This could be it. I gotta believe, yes. 1, 2, 3. Edge securing the victory. However, the commissioner has made a mistake again. This is an elimination tag match that I'm just realizing. I gotta watch that setting. I gotta change that setting for the next one. EG has been eliminated. It is now Kary laughing, just like I am, at the mistake. Can Kary come back out of nowhere? Because if she does not... I don't think I need to know for this one, Zeno. I did follow the note, though. We'll talk about that when we get to that match that you left last week. It would be highly unlikely for Kary to be able to get 2 more eliminations either through pin or submission, but I suppose it's not impossible. She's on the run. EG can only watch helplessly as Eddie dodges out of the way. Eddie perhaps not as dazed as she thought. And this is it. This is Harp Song. Eddie going for the kill here, for the finish. Harp Song into the pin. Edge coming in. It's academic. This has got... She kicks out! Giot saying she got her arm up. Let's get some more damage in here, tag champs. Both EG and Kary showing their technical ability to reverse out of these back grapples. Does she think she's going? No, she's waiting. She's measuring. That is a Shining Wizard specialty. I think it's too late. I think it's too late for her to capitalize. Eddie going for the tag. Of course, Edge is doing something else. Eddie cannot get the tag. He goes back. He notices the dancing has stopped. Edge back to the top rope. Another flying elbow. Laying it on. Oh, big mistake by Edge. Takes double knees to the back of the head for it. But again, Kary is 1v2 right now. I think they can miss as many top rope jumps as they want. I find it hard to believe, especially after taking that Harp Song into a 2.9 count. Multiple double team power bombs. I mean, she's going for the roll-up pin, which is great. I was just about to say there's no way Eddie doesn't break this up. Or doesn't not break that up. But he didn't break it up. So here we are in a 1v1 situation. Again, not a title match, but the loser might have to go against the wall. Eddie doing his DDT dance. Here's that technical reversal into a submission. Is it over right here, right now? Eddie resisting. Giot checking. Eddie says no. Another submission attempt. Submission by punches? I don't think so. Impressive spinning dropkick. Levels the Bard. That keeps the Bard down. Eddie with the big axe kick. This could be the momentum change he needs. Sunset flip. But Kary's there with the knees. This is obviously anyone's at this point. This combination trending us further and further back. As you might have heard, EG outside the ring did give some encouragement to her partner, but sneaky little kick there by Eddie. Another sunset flip. Can he turn this into a win? Now would be the perfect time for that harp string stretch. Instead, contest of kicks. Kary thinks she's won. Eddie's got something else to say about it, but he collapses as well. Kary pushes him away. Levels him with the high kick. Eddie takes her down with a mid kick. This is getting intense here. This could be it. Our tag champs might be going down here. And they do. The upset has happened. In part to commissioner error. Not a title match. However, it does mean either Eddie or Edge will face Evil Wall later tonight. Surprising turn of events here. Let's pay off that prediction. Even though the commissioner may have made an error, I'm still paying off this prediction. There were 115 synth waves placed on EG and Kary. Let's see, does it tell us how much folks won? Is that your 110, Xenocat? Did that 110 become 710? Pretty impressive. Rybon with the raid. What's up, Rybon? Think you were racing on the ladder? Mysteriously. Hope that went well. Welcome. We are 2 matches into a night of Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling here. We just saw kind of a weird upset and a non-title match. The new tag team of Epee Girl and Kary defeated Ed and Edge. Partially commissioner error. It was supposed to be a 1-fall match. It turned into an elimination match, but still, Eddie and Edge got the first elimination. It was Kary 1v2. We might have to go back and rewind that tape at some point because Kary put the pin on Edge like 10 feet away from Eddie. Eddie came into the ring but could not break up the pin for some reason. So that's where we're at. Thanks again for the raid, Rybon. Let's go back to our card, see what's up next. Ah, very exciting next. We've got Clobber Dwarf, the hometown hero. We are in the Dwarven Arena with King Giat as our ref. Is going to be facing a brand new wrestler. Surprise new wrestler. With that wrestler's manager. Why the quotes there, Castro? Why the quotes? What are you insinuating? Let me set this one up. How do I get rid of it first? There we go. Okay. All right, let's get Clobber in there. Let's get the new person in there with the new person's manager. All right, so let's get this one started. We'll see Clobber come in to the anthem of the Dwarven people down underground. And then we'll see our new entry with their music. And then I'll let you wager on who you think is going to win. Let's get this one going. Turn that off for a second. All right, here he comes. One half of perhaps the weakest tag team. I'm not sure if that's how he wanted to be introduced. But this is Clobber Dwarf, slightly stronger than Jobber Dwarf. His friends call him Clobs. Crowd loves him. Exchanges a glance with King Giat, our ref. But here is our new wrestler. Being led to the ring by Dr. Luge himself. It is Dr. Luge's giant creation, Balnob. Does Clobberdorf stand a shot? Balnob seems ready. Let's see how this one goes. Clobberdorf looks a little more nervous than he did a moment ago. Let's get a prediction going. All right, who's going to win this one? Is going to be our pal Clobs or the giant creation of Dr. Luge, Balnob? Wager those waves. That's a sign we can all get behind, Psychonaut. The oil sign. We attempted to communicate with both Balnob and Dr. Luge. Luge did not want to say too much, which of course is out of character for him. And we asked Balnob, you know, we heard that you have some really devastating moves. What's the name of your finisher? And he said, grrr. So we'll see if that particular move comes out tonight. We'll see, Castro. We'll see if he can put together a stable, or if he's kind of a one-on-one kind of guy. But yeah, he will be in Balnob's corner, which probably is not too great for Clobberdorf here. heavy wagering on the newcomer Balnob. I wonder why. Let's get this match started. Balnob lands a big blow to start the match. Clobs gets a little jab off, but it looks like Clobs does not want that much to do with Balnob right now, but he's following him around. I'll give him a little credit. And he avoids getting thrown to... Dr. Luge just throwing a claw into the ring. Okay, that's one way to help out your creation there, Luge. Clobs, I don't know if you want to go headbutt for headbutt with Balnob. That is a strategy. Balnob dwarfing. That was an unintended pun as he just punches him out of the ring. Now it's a 2-on-1. Balnob picks up something. Clob very wisely, very wisely hops back in as Balnob grabs a mic. I guess you got to make the gurs louder sometimes. But these wild, big ham-fisted windmill punches are doing a number. Now he's just trying to rip his head off. You should just call this match right now, Giat. We may have to build toward that one, Asuka. Right now, Anthony, I would say it's a Charm Claw, because no blows have been landed with it yet. There's a big headbutt. Jumping headbutt. Yeah, Clobs, don't headbutt Balnob anymore. You're just going to give him ideas. Big mechanical elbow comes down on Clob's back. Clobs, thanking his lucky stars, is able to duck out of the way of that massive straight punch headed right toward his head. Tybalt, yeah. I knew I could get Tybalt to enter chat by mentioning the Charm Claw. What's up, Tybalt? Welcome. We've got Balnob versus Clobberdorf right now. Oh, how many of those has he taken? I'm not sure if Balnob has the most dynamic range of moves here, but what he does do are pretty effective. Clob's got him in the corner. Balnob says, no! Oh! Balnob stomping up and down and follows him out, grabs a sledgehammer. Clobberdorf so lucky to miss that. You might wonder why the disqualification is not being counted. I believe Dr. Luge is currently distracting the referee. Giat's back. Again, once lucky that Clobberdorf did not take a direct blow from that. Balnob chucks him out again. It looks so easy.
3, 4, 5.
Clobberdorf, maybe not the time to be posing, but Clobberdorf wise to avoid staying outside that ring too long with Balnob. Swinging blow to the back, and then a forceful lariat. And choke. This could be a tap out right here. Maybe not. Clob's hanging on. Clobs lands a jab. And a second, could this be the turning point? Clobberdorf throws Balnob out and celebrates. All right, here it is. Luge is distracting the ref. Massive barbed wire bat in Balnob's hand. It gets dropped. Balnob, backbreaker slam. And another choke. Clob's not tapping. Maybe not breathing too well, but also not tapping. Sledgehammer to the back of Clobberdorf. Oh, and the bear hug. This has got to be it. This has got to be it. The air, the will to compete being squeezed out of him, but he's still there. He's still there. And again. That's it. That's it. Luge celebrates. Balnob celebrates. It's over. Balnob, a successful first match here in the FFPW. You can see Balnob was getting tired. I'm not sure if Clobber could have outlasted him there. My prediction is no. Speaking of predictions, let's pay off the 84% that went with Balnob very wisely. Congratulations to our winners. The Dwarven crowd did not like that match. But I don't think the Dwarven crowd plays for Enterprise because that's like a level of meta removed from I don't know. They just saw one of their hometown heroes lose. I guess one day we're going to have an actually good dwarf. I think that's only fair. Maybe Luca should be the actual good wrestling dwarf. That seems like a way to go. Not yet, but maybe. Right now we have two pretty lame dwarves. I apologize. All right, let's see what's up next. Let's see if the commissioner has to remember to make a elimination match into a non-elimination match. You know, I haven't used my little fancy arrow. Hey, we did that one. We did that one. We did that one. Now we're going to do this one. Yeah, I agree with Antidel. That was indeed a clobbered dwarf over and over again into the double bear hug finish. All right. So here's the unlikely tag team pairing of the night. Ryda had decided that Mindy perhaps needs a mentor before her sisters gets here, trying to intervene, set her on the path of good. I'm not too convinced it's going to work, but let's see how they work as a team. They're going up against two of the elements, Kainazzo the Big Turtle and Miglione, the big cheater, the big dirty wrestler. We'll see who wins here, and I am currently setting this to be a non-elimination match. So first pinfall or first submission or first count out for that reason will win this one. Getting our wrestlers set up and ready to go. All right, one fall. I believe we are ready to go. Castro already calling for a Dragon Whip finish. Who's she gonna Dragon Whip? The Turtle? Or the Archfiend of the Earth? The dastardly Miglione. Let's get this one started. Here they come. Kind of a mixed reaction in the crowd, not sure what to think of this pairing. Two very competent young competitors. Ryda, of course, we all know, the first ever champ, former champ, and very effective wrestler. And Mindy's had her moments, though she did lose to Ryda last week. And Ryda thought perhaps she could learn a thing or two by pairing up with her. Here come their much larger competitors. Kainazzo and Miglione. Mylon Z gesturing immediately towards his opponents in the corner there. Let's pause this one and you tell me who you think is going to win. See if you can win some waves. All right, Ryda and Mindy or the Archfiends. Make your pick. Elvin rating in. Thank you for bringing all the little imps with you. Welcome, Elvin. Yeah, I saw when you started that ladder race, Elvin. I knew that you'd be missing part of it. Look at all these raiders with their emotes. Who's that? Sarzak. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Kukuji? Am I saying that right? Please feel free to correct me. Thank you for the follow, Sarzak. We've had some fun matches. We had an upset in the tag division in a non-title match. The champs were defeated by Epee and Kary. After this match, yeah, I'm sure Castro or any of the other fans here in the audience can catch you up, but you can also review when we go to the card after this match is over. But right now we have Ryda and Mindy Magus, so to catch you up, in particular, Elvin, Ryda has decided to, at least for this match, kind of be the older, more experienced mentor to Mindy after defeating her last week, seeing what she's made of as they take on Kainazzo and Miglione of the Elements. So we're going to start this one up. Let's see how it goes. Ryda and Kainazzo, the first two in the ring. Hip toss. But Ryda showing she can lift an entire massive turtle up on her shoulders and slam him down to the mat. And then do it again. And again. Ryda, smaller than Kainazzo, but definitely not any weaker. She now has to deal with 2 elements, and they are double team grappling her, but she escapes. Gets tripped down to the mat by the vile Mylon Z. Test of strength. Not looking good for Ryda. Fights it off for a little while. She's decided it's time for a young Mindy Magus to see what she can do against the elements. Landing a liver punch to the back of Mylon Z, dragging him out, stomping on his back, and setting him running. And landing I think that was a step kick. And immediately gets countered by both a claw to the face, an elbow to the face, and clawed feet to the face. Not the trifecta you'd hope to see. She does kick him in the gut, stun him, and he has a kick of his own and goes for the pin. I don't think this is going to get it done. Not even 1 count. And now we have a strike contest.
Yes!
Ryda likes it. Ryda cheering this one on. Mindy gets the best of it. And wants to celebrate by tagging Ryda back in. If you were here last week, you saw the ill effects to our production by one of Mylon Z's dirtiest tricks, the green poison mist, that has been banned by the commissioner as an active wrestler move, and Miglione has promised not to use it as an offensive move tonight. Ryda tossing Kainazzo out of the ring. She rests inside while Mindy occupies him outside. Mindy has grabbed a sledgehammer and lands a big shot to the back of the turtle's head.
9, 10,
I think Ryda is feeling pretty good about her decision, even though Mindy is taking some damage. A huge sledgehammer shot.
5 minutes gone.
We just saw Poison Mist come out. Again, it wasn't directed at anyone, and Mylon Z did promise not to use it as a move. So I guess we're seeing what that promises entails as he gets sandwiched in an enziguri. And then gets stomped on by the slight Mindy Magus. Comes back at her with a running knee. And looks like we have a backdrop. Mindy's had enough. And the second rude low blow. She kangaroo kicks her way out of that and allows Ryda to get Mylon up in the stretch, weaken that guy. Kainazzo looking on. Kainazzo decides to come in and maybe break this one up. And I think he didn't break it up, but he was there. He got close. Yeah, Elvin, I agree. What Mindy's earlier childhood was like, I'm not sure any of us want to know. Mylon slams Ryda down, kind of circles her a little bit. Ryda misses with a kick. Looks like she wants Mindy back in. Mindy with the nice low drop kick, taking the legs out of the bigger wrestler. Ryda appreciates that move. Mindy avoids the low kick. Mylon just watches her for a moment. Mylon in the tree of woe. Uppercuts to the upside down knee of Mylon. Quick tag back to Ryda. And, oh, I thought we'd have a nice culmination to that teamwork there. The Mylon escapes. Ryda gets hip tossed. And does a toss of her own. Goes for the pin. I don't think Mylon's even going to come in to break this up. A solid 2 count, but no more than that. Combination. Dizzying the turtle a bit. And looks, yep, stretching. Ryda has now stretched out both of these big wrestlers. Mylon comes in to break it up pretty quickly. This is her finisher. That's the Dragon Whip. She's in the ropes, but she just planted Kainazzo down to the map with the Dragon Whip. And Milan grabs her in a running hip toss. From a dragon whip to a dragon screw. And allows Milan to run into her fist. Let's see if Mindy's finisher is that Tower of Zot stretch. I wonder if either of these big elements are weakened enough to succumb to it at this point. That's sometimes her signal for doing that move. The Ryda cowboy signal. She climbs up her opponent, stretches the arms. Oh, but now she's meeting the real Milan Z. Luckily with a quick disqualification count as Mindy just got her face bitten. Welcome again to the FFPW Mindy. Milan takes her legs out. Looks like Ryda is our legal wrestler at this point. Fans calling for another Dragon Whip. This would be the spot to use it. She's kind of in the correct part of the ring to perhaps have Mindy defend the pin, but did not defend against that low blow. Milan, an equal opportunity offender when it comes to his dirty moves. Plays no favorites. Dragging the former champ. This is bad news for Ryda. That is Milan's finisher, the deep ravine. She recovers quickly and rolls up Kainazzo. Can Mindy get there soon enough? Just a 2 count. Little parting shot. Milan had tagged out and landed his finisher on his way out of the ring. Ryda escapes from the corner. Milan just kind of repositions her. I would say Ryda wisely tagging in Mindy, taking big damage there. Let's see if Mindy can mount some offense. Instead, she gets hip tossed on the rebound. And now the turtle's on the run. This is never good. The entire weight of the turtle. Ryda, go save your new tag partner. 2.9. Ryda stretching out Milan. Mindy may be setting up for the Tower of Zot stretch. Instead, she gets suplexed. Belly to belly tossed across the ring. Mindy escapes with the jumping high kick. Ryda and Mindy making quick tags as they take this big damage from these big elements. Ryda's still confident, throwing up the victory sign. But one of Milan's specialties, the fall flat plants her face down on the mat. Milan follows up a couple knee drops. And the second time, the deep ravine where Ryda has fallen down into it off the bridge of ordeals. She's made the bloop. Can Mindy save her? In the ropes. The ropes have saved her. Milan to the top, waiting for Ryda to get up. What do you have in mind here? The jumping cutter from the top rope as he growls into a scythe across the face. This is not looking good for our team of smaller wrestlers. Quick tags. This is it, the Tower of Zot stretch, and it's over! The perfect tag at the perfect time as Mindy climbs Mount Milan and puts him in the stretch. Milan submitted by Mindy Magus. Kainazzo cannot believe it. Mindy not having it. Ho, ho, ho. Mindy. Ryda making a great call. Now, will this mean that Mindy ignores when her sisters eventually enter the Federation? I find it hard to see that happening, but Ryda and Mindy take the win. Yeah, definitely more damage was being done by those bigger wrestlers, but the tags were so quick, and it happened at the right exact time for Mindy to secure the win with her finisher, the Tower of Zot. Congratulations to our winner of waves. Those of you who put your waves on Ryda and Mindy, you are victorious. Yeah, it's funny that you asked that, Elvin. Let's go back to our card tonight. Let me move this magical arrow down here. Because up next, we do have an Evil Wall challenge. I still don't know who's going to be in it, and here's why. And here's the stipulation that you missed if you tuned in late. In our non-title tag match between Eddie and Edge versus Epee Girl and Kary, the only way Kary and EG were able to secure the match was agreeing to the stipulation that the losers would have a chance of facing the Evil Wall. So I'm about to flip a coin and decide who's going to face the wall, but the upset happened. Epee Girl and Kary won. So it's going to be Edge or Eddie facing Evil Wall for the second time. Now, if you're new to the FFPW, the Evil Wall is a massive beast with a devastating finisher known as Crush Phase. No one has beaten the Evil Wall 1v1. I think the Evil Wall has been eliminated in a battle royale when there's 7 other people helping to get him eliminated. Never been defeated 1v1. As Elvin is pointing out, when Crush Phase begins, it doesn't end. When Crush Phase begins, it keeps going until, I would say, until one wrestler or the other wins, but so far it's only been Evil Wall. So let's put up these standings. If you're new to... we've had just about every main wrestler go through the Evil Wall at least once. So let's see what the standings are. Let's see if I still have a mic on the screen. I think I do. So here's where we're at with the Evil Wall Challenge. All of these were done before the hiatus back in the fall of 2021. So you can see at the top, Yang lasted the longest out of anyone. He's our current leaderboard winner. That's a good point, Elvin. I'm going to have to double check that. Maybe my records got confused. That is a really good point. So we'll double check that. But as of right now, Yang with 13 minutes, 35 seconds. Edge was for a very long time the longest lasting wrestler at 10:43 for a while. And Edge might have gone first. I don't know if someone can correct me. When we didn't know, we didn't know that was a long time. We didn't know 10:43 would basically be the leading time forever and ever. And yes, the reason why you can see Evil Wall repeatedly crush phasing Tella is because Tella is, unfortunately for him and for Tella fans out there, the current bottom of the leaderboard, lasting the shortest amount of time, 3 minutes and 42 seconds against Evil Wall. So let me flip my coin, and we will set up our Evil Wall match. The Evil Wall Challenge. I use random.org for my coin flips. It lets you pick your coin. I'm going to pick a Austrian shilling, currency that no longer exists. Let's see, one side has some flowers, and the other side has kind of a, I guess, a number 1 for 1 shilling. If it lands on the 1, Edge is going to go against Evil Wall. If it lands on the flowers, Eddie is going against the Evil Wall. I'm going to flip the coin. Here we go. All right, I have my result. I'll keep that result private until you see who comes out against Evil Wall. And I think I'm going to make the wagering for this pretty simple. The wagering is, because these are 2 folks who have faced the wall before, are they going to beat their time? Are they going to last longer than their time? So if Edge is the person facing Evil Wall, will he last longer than 10 minutes and 43 seconds? If Eddie ends up coming out to face Evil Wall, will he last longer than 6 minutes, 12 seconds? Think about your answers to those. First time the Evil Wall has been in action since the hiatus. Should be super exciting. Let's get this challenge started. All right, here we go. Coming out with this tag belt on, to the strains of Atomic Karate, Edge won the coin flip, or maybe lost the coin flip, depending on your perspective. We're going to have our longtime leader, now in second place on the Evil Wall Challenge leaderboard, face the Evil Wall again tonight. There he is with the Masamune. He's not going to be able to use that in the match against this fella. A massive being of stone, escaped from the surrounding stone, maybe. Introduced to us by DKC way back when, is the Evil Wall. All right, let's get this prediction up. Is Edge going to last longer than 10 minutes and, what is it, 32 seconds? Where's my... $10:43. $10:43. I wonder if the prediction time will be longer than the match time. But there it is. How much do you believe in Edge? One of the tag champs who was just defeated by an up-and-coming tag team. That might be a good time for Elvin to check out the brand new reward that I introduced. I think a lot of people are impressed with your bold wager last week, Elvin. Now they can be you. So far, only 10 synth waves on yes, longer than 10:43. 260 on no way. Crush phase is going to happen, and it's going to get him sooner. Just for the record, I don't think it's going to happen, but a tie would mean the answer is no. So 10:43, no's would win. All right, here we go. Let's see how this works out. So, the name of the game against Evil Wall to last as long as you can is avoid this early damage. Edge is doing a very bad job of it. You want to somehow dodge those first couple of moves. You want to... Well, he wins a test of strength against the Evil Wall. That's not bad. But when Evil Wall starts running at you, you want to get out of the way. He puts you in the corner. You don't want to stay there, because this is all leading up to Crush Phase. And as we mentioned before, when Crush Phase starts, it does not end. The one minor advantage that perhaps some of the wrestlers have is that Evil Wall doesn't really know where he is in the ring. He will Crush Phase you up against the ropes over and over again. And Edge, remarkably enough, Edge with the first powerbomb of the match tries to hoist Evil Wall up again. That does not work. Evil Wall sends him tumbling. Evil Wall just waiting for him to come back in. If you're new to FFPW, I'd like to credit Elvin Sorrow as being the one who originated the look of Evil Wall. Some modifications from me, but really nice job by Elvin, giving us a terrifying stone creature. Yeah, you don't want that move. You don't want an entire wall running at you, turning in midair, and then slamming himself into you. The low drop kick seems to have slowed him down a little bit. Quick roll-up pin attempt. Will we see our first win ever? I couldn't even get that out. The striking contest against Evil Wall. That's a way to go. This is a very long striking contest. Won by Evil Wall. That was, you're correct, it was almost a 0 count. We almost entered the number line. Crush phase has begun. 4 minutes into this. Our first pin attempt with Crush phase 2.9. Crush phase continues. This is not looking good if you're the person who put 10 on the over. 2.9. All right. Edge gets a small breather after the first 2 applications of Crush phase. Evil Wall saying it's over. Just going for the pin straight up. This might be it right here. Sometimes Evil Wall has enough. 2.9. That's 3 kickouts from Edge. Snapmares the humongous wall over. Picks him up by his Stonehenge. Evil Wall signals for the end again. I think Edge is... Ooh, those look like they're in the ropes. It's over at 5:52. 2 crush phases. Couple cutthroat gestures, and it's over at 5:52. Let's pay off those no's. That was 96% on no. Pretty smart money. Though, in the off chance he did last as longer than he did before, I guess whoever put the 10 would have made a good return. Yeah, we were so naive back then. We didn't know. We're like, all right, 10:43. Let's see who can beat that. And really, it was no one. Let's take one more look at the standings just to remind you where that fits in. So, yeah, that 5:52 would have been what, 5th worst. 5th worst if that was his official run. I was kind of toying with the idea, you know, should we just always keep the lowest time up? I don't think that makes sense. Because if someone ever improved, then they would never get it. So I guess we keep their best time. All right, I believe that's going to take us to our final match of the night. Let's see if I'm right about that. It is time for the headliner match. It is time for our championship match. It is Valvalis against Rubicante. I'd like to let me remind you how we got here tonight. Also give you a little injury update. You might have noticed that Tella was not involved tonight, nor was Yang. Tella might be back the next time we have a show. You may recall Tella was involved in a 4v4 elimination tag match last week, and he was the last wrestler standing for his side. It was a 3-on-1. I think he got one more elimination, but he took such a beating from that 3-on-1 situation. He was a little ticked off at his team that, you know, he's just not in good shape tonight. He had to take the night off. Yang, however, is going to have at least 2 shows off. Let me remind you why. Let me put a little highlight clip up here for a second. So this was the end of the Battle Royale. You can see below me. This was the second finisher that Yang took from Valvalis, entering her spin. And you can see right there, getting knocked out. I mean, look at that scene. Yang laid out in a pool of blood, both his and other people's. That was quite the 8-person Battle Royale. And welcome, J-Mac. Good to see you. So Yang is out tonight. Yang is probably out for at least one more, if not a second card after that. We'll see how long it takes him to recover. But let's now turn our attention to the person triumphantly standing over Yang's unconscious body, and that is Valvalis. That is how she earned her title shot. Her team won the 4v4 elimination tag match, and then she was one of the starting wrestlers in an 8-person Battle Royale, fought her way all the way to the end, had multiple eliminations in both the tag match and the Battle Royale. And because of that, she has earned the title shot against her mentor, Rubicante. Rubicante, of course, has a bit of a gentleman streak in him. He is a sport. He likes competition. He's proud of his protege, Valvalis, but of course he does want to defend it. And he has issued kind of the cryptic warning to her that if you mess with the leg, you get the leg. What that means, perhaps we'll find out tonight. He did teach Valvalis how to drop the leg. He did teach Valvalis how to work the figure 4 leg lock. We'll see if any of those maneuvers come into play tonight. But it's about time for us to start thinking about this match. I'm going to take a really short break, just a minute or two, And then we'll get going to our final match of the night, the championship match. Does the title change hands tonight? We don't know yet, but please stick around and we'll find out. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Are you ready? Oh, let's take another look at Val KOing Yang. Why not? Because of that moment right there, we're about to start our championship match. Let's get our two competitors down to the ring. Let's get your predictions on who's going to win. Because here we go. Not yet, Waves. Coming out to the ring first, screaming with the passion of her competitiveness, Barbaricia signaling for the spin. Will she put Rubicante up in her spin tonight? Will it be the deciding factor? I'm excited to find out. I hope you are too. The double signal. Maybe saying it's going to take two of my finishers to take you out, Rubicante. Entering to the same exact music. It is our champion. Our heavyweight champion, holder of the Gauntlet title belt. We've got a title match. Championship match for the Gauntlet title belt. As Ruby bows to the crowd from the top of the turnbuckle. Let's get Ruby on the screen. There we go. All right, here we go. Who's winning this one? Does the champion retain? Do we have a new champion in a few minutes' time? I'm curious to see what people think. You've got a minute to think about it, a minute to make your prediction, a minute to wager those waves. That's another thing to think about that Elvin brings up. Will there be a run-in? Will there be interference in a championship match? Who would run in? Will we see Kainazzo and Miglione run in for opposite sides? Will this cause a permanent rift in the elements? None of us know. Our biggest wagering happening here on this match, fairly even, slight advantage in the wagering to Rubicante currently, but Valvalis being represented quite respectfully. We're talking about nuclear fission here with the elements. Anthony, I like it. Will we split the elements up? Well, who knows? It might just be a great competitive, respectful match, and it's starting now. Val starts it with the arm drag. And she body slams the big Rubicante and tries to... She's trying to rip off his mask. Probably not. I don't think there's that much acrimony built up between the two of them at this point. Rubicante winning the test of strength. Perhaps more symbolically important than damage-wise at this point in the match. Will we see Rubicante's devastating finisher, the hook route? Very few people kick out of the hook route. Will Valvalis, Barbara Reacher herself, be able to hoist Rubicante up on her shoulder, spin him around multiple times, and then drop him back down? Well, she gets him up there, but Rubicante slips out of it. Gives her a rabbit punch to the back of the head. And working the legs with the crab. Val got the big man running, but I think she even knew that he wasn't bouncing back. Let's see if he does this time. Nope. That time she thought she had a chance. She was going to run back at him. Drags him down to the ground again. Drags him across the ring. Stomps the chest. And there we go. Protege and mentor. They share some similar moves. We might see a lot of mirror action tonight. Going for an early pin. 1.5 count after that punch combination. Speaking of punch combination, it's a strike contest. Back and forth they go. Valvalis getting the better of it. And on the run, is she going to do it? Oh, I thought she might drop the leg. Instead, she drops the elbow. Ruby able to throw the full force of his body. And now he's signaling. He's signaling for the leg drop, and he does. He drops the leg. Maybe that was the cryptic warning that he gave. And the finisher. Enter the spin at 4 minutes in the match. These two powerhouses are going after it. We have a pin attempt. Is this over? Do we have a new 2 count? Wow. I would not... Is she going for it again? Okay, just a jumping vertical suplex at that point. Okay, so we've answered the question at least. She can get him up for her finisher. Rubicante maybe has to kind of wake up a little bit here. He is still able to avoid getting bounced off the rope, and this could be a big move. It's a power bomb. That is a big, strong guy power bombing you down. 2.9, nearly retaining. I don't know if this is going to be a very long match at all, the way these two are trading big moves. And this is the hook route. It's Ruby's finisher. He plants her, but he can't get up to capitalize. He has been too worn out. Can he get a pin on her? Can he get a pin on her? He does. Has she been down too long? Has she recovered? Is this it? 2.9. They have both kicked out of each other's finisher at this point. And we are not even 10 minutes into this match. And I think I know what's coming next. It's the leg. Val's got him running. This looks like a miss. Ooh, I thought that was missed time. She hits him with the running clothesline. And another one. And now, ooh, I thought maybe she would add the leg drop to her repertoire as well. Instead, slowing it down a little bit, weakening the arm of the big archfiend of fire. Picking him up and slamming him down on the rebound. Nice swinging slam there. And screaming and raking his back. This one's getting a little more personal. Combination drops Val. And he's signaling down to the ground again. It's got to be the third or fourth leg drop so far this match. And power bombs. Dragging her away from the rope. This could be it. Those big leg drops. The power bomb, the hook route taking their toll. I think we have the retention of the title. The champion showing he is still the mentor. The protege had her shot. She had her shot. She can't feel bad about what she did. She made Ruby enter the spin, but there was too much. That was a explosive match. Huge moves, a couple near falls, all packed into 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Our champion retains the Gauntlet title. Let's pay off the predictions. I wonder how long his reign's going to be. I definitely thought he could lose this one, and you saw how close that we almost had a less than 5-minute title change happen. But let's pay off these Rubicante bets. Fans of the elements, I think you've got to be pretty happy that we had no run-ins from the other elements. I think they should be able to return and be a happy family if you're on. You count yourself among their fans. Elvin Sara very happy, making some waves back. Colt Mother, I assume you're on the correct side of the wagering there too, or you're just a Ruby fan. Congratulations either way. That was fun. Let's take a look at our card. That's it for tonight. Let's just remind ourselves what we saw here as I move my layout around accidentally. Well, I think we got to take that highlight off the screen. Sorry, Val. Your match is over. So we saw Sid versus Kain. Sid 2 weeks in a row challenged friends of his 2 weeks in a row, took the loss. We saw the partially, again, I'm blaming the commissioner, who may or may not be me, for messing up the Edge, Eddie, Epee Girl Kary match by making it elimination when it should have been single fall. I guess I should be to blame. Because if it was single fall, Edge and Eddie, clear win. Accidentally elimination match. Very surprised. Kary. And those of you who watched the match, you probably agree. Right now, it looks like Kary appears to be the stronger of the two long-lost sisters. She obviously was the one who outlasted both of the other competitors. But just during the match itself, before Epee Girl was eliminated, I think Kary's doing more. So we'll see. Maybe Kary's a future title contender. Then we had the new wrestler Balnob with Dr. Luge in his corner, just demolish Clobber Dwarf. Then we had Ryda and Mindy Magus. Very sneaky win, very fun win there over the two big elements as they did the quick tags after taking damage. We saw a Dragon Whip and the quick tag at the end on the correct side of the ring. Mindy Magus slapping the Tower of Zodon. Scar Miglione getting the submission victory. Then we saw Edge go up against the Evil Wall for the second time. And let's see, doing the math in my head quickly, I guess just about halfway of his best time. And finally, we just watched Rubicante retain the championship in a relatively quick match, but filled with big moves and big moments. Multiple leg drops, multiple power bombs, a hook route, and a victory for Rubicante. We'll see where we go from here. Good chance you'll see another show this week. As much as I can, I might try to make the Tuesday, Friday schedule work. We'll see how long I can keep that going. I appreciate everyone being here tonight. I appreciate the raids earlier, the wagering, the excitement. I had a lot of fun doing this. Oh, and speaking of raids, another one just came in. Unfortunately, poor timing. We just wrapped up tonight's card. I don't know how much of the recap you just heard. Official DRWF. I'm not sure if I'm reading that right. I'm kind of at a big distance from my screen at the moment. And Meep Moop, welcome to you. Thank you so much for the raid. I guess all I can offer you right now is we had a fun night. you can watch the VOD back. And if simulated Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling is your thing, then drop a follow. I plan to do this at least once a week. I'll see if I can do a twice a week kind of schedule. I'm enjoying this. I did this a bunch last summer and last fall, took a break for a few months, and now I'm really enjoying getting back into this and seeing how the Federation evolves, trying to introduce a new wrestler here and there. Thank you so much. Let me keep the raid going. Let me see if there's a free Enterprise person to raid, or if anyone from the wrestling world has a suggestion. I'm open to that as well. Looks like we have a couple people doing the Eblin Club race. Let me see a couple things here. You know what? I'm going to raid Dijon Ketchup, I believe. I'm a big fan of Dijon Ketchup on comms. I don't think I've ever said Dijon Ketchup out loud before. I think I only typed it and fought it. I'm hoping. Let's see if I can raid Dijon. Let's see if they even have raids enabled before I start talking about Dijon. Let's see if I can spell it correctly. Invalid username. All right, what am I spelling wrong? I'm copying and pasting it. See if I spell it right when I copy and paste. Okay, so if you just rated in, Dijon Ketchup is a member of the Free Enterprise community, and they are playing Free Enterprise streams. That's the other thing I stream. I stream Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling. I also stream Free Enterprise randomizer races and just general runs. So we're going to go raid Dijon. Say hi to Dijon. Once again, appreciate everyone being out tonight. See you next time for more Final Fantasy Free Enterprise. Also Final Fantasy Pro Wrestling. Both, any, either. Have a great night.